At that point I will have to rename the video to trying stupid things. Good morning! New place. We had to move, so what do you think? We have Gibby. He's a bit shy. Yeah, we also have few stains on the wall and a hole over there. Which I like that, it goes with the whole murder mystery vibe. Anyway, today we are not cooking. Finally. Actually, we might. Today we're trying kitchen gadgets. They're supposed to make cooking easier. I am a bit skeptical because for most things are already made. So I don't know if it will be easier with them or not, but we'll see. So if the products are useful, we will actually call them useful. If they're not useful in any way, we'll just call them stupid. Because it is stupid. Anyway, let's try them. Handheld tomato slicer. Let's try it. Also, I found this, which I think we're upgrading. Okay, now let's try it. I have to start with the fact that this tomato is pretty small. If you have a bigger one, it won't fit. So that's already bad. I guess you're supposed to hold it like that. And just... They're not even completely cut. Also, it's not that hard to just go like this. I don't get the point with that. It's not faster, it's not easier, and it's not even very efficient. I call this stupid. Let's go to the next thing. This is an eggshell separator. It's supposed to crack an egg with no eggshells. Okay, I am skeptical of how useful it could be. Okay, let's try it. You put the egg, you close it, and you push these. I mean, there are no eggshells, but it cracks the yolk. I guess it's useful if you never want to mix an side up ever, but wait, that could be my bad. Let's try it again. Okay, you put it in, and then you press. Okay, it is very messy though. This time the yolk didn't break, so that's nice. I still don't get why can't you just break it without it? I'm failing to see the point. It is messier than just breaking the egg with your hands. I call this stupid. I think it is stupid. I can't defend it. It's messier. It's just... You can just do it without it. I don't get the point. I call it stupid. Let's move to the next one. Okay, so the next thing might actually be useful. This is stainless steel handheld vegetable peeler. Now, I also got a normal peeler and a second carrot. So far, I like that it comes with a small cap for safety because of the blades. Overall, it looks pretty simple. So let's try it. It is a bit harder on the smaller parts, on the end parts, but it is It's doing a pretty decent job. Yeah, it's doing a pretty decent job. Let's try the normal one. I mean, I have to say this is just as easy. I mean, I guess... I don't know. Is it useless? Yeah, you can't go as fast because you can't see the blade and, you know, your fingers are here. I think it's not as safe. I think I might have to go with the normal pillar for this one. It is faster. I'm a bit disappointed. It is stupid. Let's move to the next one. Now the next thing, it says specifically that it's a carrot slicer. I don't see why can't you slice other vegetables with it, but we're gonna try with a carrot. So you just open this. Yes. And then you put the carrot in. And then you just press it in. It is surprisingly hard to do. Okay, so that's very stupid. It would be very hard to clean even if it worked. It's like, how do you clean that? It's not like you can just take this off. This might be the stupidest thing today. Let's move to the next thing. The next thing is supposed to be an apple cutter, and it is very dangerous. It is very sharp, and it was just packaged like that. No safety cap or anything. So you're supposed to just press it in, I guess. Okay. It didn't cut it all the way through. It's not cutting all the way through. Okay. Maybe, yeah. Do I need to... Okay. It would have been just a bit slower with a knife, but a lot safer and a lot easier. It's surprisingly how stupid it is. It's not just dangerous, but it's also hard to do. I just move to the next thing. And 2-in-1 egg separator and a measuring spoon. So I guess you have to put the egg in and it's gonna... So what now? No, I can't say it's easier than just separating it with the eggshells, but it did separate it. I mean, it does work, I have to say. Is it worth it? Maybe if you can't separate it with eggshells, it might be worth it for you. We're gonna call it useful. It did work and it is cute. So, we call it useful. Let's move to the next thing. A portable lemon squeezer. Okay. So you're supposed to cut the top of the lemon. Then just shove it in. Which is making a mess, okay. Now you just pour it in. Does it count as a lemon squeezer if you're the one squeezing the lemon? Also, if you need to squeeze the lemon, why would you need this? You can just squeeze the lemon. I mean, there are seeds, but other than that, there's also a lot more juice. We call it stupid, yeah. Yes, it's stupid. Now the next thing is ridiculous already right off the bat. This is supposed to be a mango peeler and slicer, 2 in 1. First off, this is not safe at all. This is not safe at all. You're supposed to use a knife anyway, so you can cut it in the middle. Which brings even more questions. Let's see if it works. I mean, it does work, but half of the mango is left off. Let's try to slice it now. No, I can't. This is stupid. You're using a knife anyway. Why can't you just cut it up a bit and then just peel it? How much easier it is. You're already using a knife anyway. What? Do people not peel their mangoes? I'm confused. I'll just clean up and move to the next thing. This is stupid. So this is an orange peeler, and that is not safe at all. Okay. This is a tangerine, but this one does have a pretty thick skin, so it was the closest to an orange that I could find currently. It should do the same job anyway. So just do this. This is really sharp and not safe at all. While it does work, you can't just use your fingernails. I don't get the point. It's not just ridiculous, but it is very dangerous. This might be the least safe one yet. You can just do this. See? How easy it is. It's not like it makes it easier to peel, even if you didn't have a fingernail anyway. Like, it just cuts it up. You can do the same thing with a knife, but in a safer way. At that point, just cut it up. There's no point of that. It's stupid. It might be the stupidest so far. Let's move to the next thing. The next thing is supposed to be a jar and a can opener. So you got a can. You're supposed to, I guess, do like this. I mean, it does work. I also get a jar because it said that it also opens jars apparently, which I'm not entirely sure how it is gonna do that exactly. I could be missing on something, but I don't think it opens jars. At that point, you can just okay, so it doesn't do all the job that it says to do. It did open the can, but you can do the exact same thing with the spoon, so I guess because it is rubber it might be a bit easier. Maybe older people. It's not completely useless, I give you that. Let's call it useful. And move to the next thing. Okay, the next thing scared the shit out of me because I opened it and I started reading the instructions that said that it has batteries. Then I opened it from the bottom and I pressed the button and it started working without any batteries. Then I looked around and saw that it actually has Type-C rechargeable port. So yeah, it also has a lid, so that's nice, I guess. So let's try it. I got some instant coffee. I've already poured some water in. So let's say you just wake up in the morning, you have some instant coffee, but you can't warm up your water, for example, or you're just too lazy to start. That's where this comes from. Let's pour it in, and let's turn it on. It does work. It was very loud though, it was ridiculously loud. But it did mix it. Let's try it. It's mixed in. It does work. As long as you don't have a problem with how loud it is, it's very efficient. It does the job. And you can also close the lid, which I'm not sure if it's supposed to prevent it from. Oh, it does. I like it. It's pretty nice. Something I don't like though, the charging port is just sitting there, and if you were to wash the cup, I don't know, it might just stop working. Maybe you just need to be careful, I guess, unless it's waterproof, which I doubt it is. Other than that, it might be the best product so far. It's useful. I'm surprised finally something useful. And let's move to the next thing. For the next thing, I realized that I eat bread to butter, but I realized that I don't have bread to butter. So instead I'm gonna butter this pan that I'm gonna use in the next one. Now for the next thing, this is supposed to be... What is it supposed to be? So this is supposed to be a butter spreader, right? Which I have no idea how it's supposed to work. Like that, I guess. Okay. So the first problem I can see is that my butter is not gonna fit. So I'm gonna cut it. You know, out of everything we've tried so far, this knife might be the most useful thing in this video. Put it here.
A few moments later.
Okay, now it fits. Now this goes into here. Maybe not. Yeah, I think that's how it's supposed to go. It doesn't move in any direction. I don't... Oh, I think it does. Okay, let's just... You know, in order for this to exist, someone had to sit down, think of it, and be like, yeah, that's a good idea. I think that's what's most surprising to me. This is ridiculous. It's stupid. It's not just stupid, it's ridiculous. Let's move to the next thing. My expectations went too far up with the cup. The next thing is egg flipper spatula, which to my surprise worked pretty well. I was a bit skeptical as to whether it would work or not. I didn't expect it to do such a good job as it did, but it did pretty well. It is actually very useful. It did exactly what it was said to do, so it was useful. Was it easier than a normal spatula? I think it was. Actually, I think it was a bit easier. So we call it useful. Let's move to the last thing. So the last thing, supposedly, is this plate that's gonna defrost meat very quickly. Now the reason why I'm filming this the next day, when I have only one gadget left, is because obviously I need the frozen meat to test this. And I didn't have meat. So yesterday I went and bought meat, but then I needed to freeze it. And then I learned that the refrigerator here doesn't work. And then I had to take the meat home, freeze it, and come back. And it's the next day. That's it. Anyway, now I have this very frozen meat, which was a big pain to freeze, and let's unfreeze it now. So I guess I just have to put it on here, and it's gonna start defrosting in minutes. Well, that's... Let's speed it up a bit. So that was 3 hours that I will not be getting back, unfortunately, but yeah, I think it's safe to say that thing is useless. They made way too big promises, and even if it did somewhat make it a bit faster, it was nowhere near enough to be worth it. So I think we can just call it stupid. And that was it for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I found some useful and more useless things. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it, you can hit the like button. You can leave a comment. Maybe you have a specific gadget that you like to use. You can tell me down in the comments. You can subscribe and follow me on social media. All links are down in the description. And good night.